everybody! Today I'm showing you 5 phonics activities that are good for preschoolers, kindergartners, and my first grader uses them too. I hope you'll enjoy these activities. They're hands-on, they're a lot of fun, and they help these things stick with your child. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Emily and welcome back to my channel, Loving My Littles. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mama who taught at a private school for 5 years, and now I'm at home teaching my own 3 kiddos. Today we're going over phonics and some letter recognition activities. The first one I want to show you is nuts and bolts spelling. You'll see that some of these I'm able to fit into these little containers and it just makes them easier. I have them all together in one big container where my 5-year-old can pull them out and pick which one she wants. So nuts and bolts spelling, it pretty much is what it sounds like. It's taking nuts and bolts and spelling words. So I'll show you inside. I simply went to the hardware store. I bought 3/8" nuts and bolts. You can get whatever size you want. I found that the bigger ones work better for my preschoolers' little hands. That's the only reason I went bigger. And then I have these little cards that I've made that have some CVC words on them, consonant, vowel, consonant words. And you can make the words however long you want. I'm starting small because I just have a preschooler, but I want to start getting her able to recognize these types of sounds and letters. And so you could do sight words as well. I have these as a free printable that I've made. If you want to send me an email, I'll leave my email address in the description below and I'll send you the document for free just to help you out. But you could also just write these on cards as well and it'll do the same thing. So they take these out. All right, there's the word sun. And so they take their bolt and then they go through all these to find out which letter they need. So I need an S, which is right here. They take their S and they screw the nut onto the bolt. And so it actually takes a little bit at first, maybe for some of the younger ones. My daughter, it took her a little bit to figure out how to put it on there. But not only are they learning how to spell, they'll put S, then they'll put U, then they'll put N, and they'll spell the word. But not only are they learning letter recognition, starting to learn spelling, but this putting it on is a fine motor development. It's using their pincer grasp. It's teaching them a life skill by putting the nuts on the bolt. It's so many things in one. So a lot of skills with just these 2 simple tools. And I think these were like 16 cents a piece. I mean, it was cheap and it's a lot of fun. It's something hands-on that they really seem to like. All right, my next activity involves mega blocks and labels. I use the Avery type labels from Walmart that I use to put on these blocks, but you don't even have to use labels. You actually can use a Sharpie and write right on the blocks. I personally wanted to be able to take these off and reuse the blocks for something else, so I got the removable labels to put on, but either way is fine. And so you simply take, I'll use this as an example, you take the block and one long block, I would make it all one piece, and this one has 3 different spots. So I did a 3-letter sight word and I put it down there on the bottom. So I have the here, some of the longer ones, 4 letters. Again, sight words is what I was going for on this one. And then you do a bunch of individual blocks and you can mix them all up and you take the letters that are in the word and that's what you put on each individual block. So for instance, they will look through and find the letters to spell the word the. Find the letters to spell the word said. And they just match them up. They're learning letter recognition and they're spelling these words, whether it be sight words or CVC words. They are doing that while they're playing with blocks. They're getting to build things. And so it's a lot of fun because they're learning while they're playing. And we really love this one. All right, my next activity is craft stick spelling. It's using these craft sticks and using clothespins to spell. So I have different sight words on here. I use 3-letter sight words again. For my preschooler, like this one, it says not. And so you find a clothespin. Each clothespin has a letter on it. And they put N-O-T. and then they set it to the side and go to the next one. And they'll find the letters and put them on here. And so it really is just matching them up and spelling. So again, letter recognition and spelling, and it's a cheap activity that involves the pincer grasp, so some fine motor development, and it's fun for them to do. So this next activity is so easy to put together, and to be honest, I was able to put it together without spending any extra money. So it was definitely an inexpensive activity. So what I did was I took some Post-it sticky notes. You can just use regular paper and tape them on. I have 3 different baskets here. You don't even have to use baskets. You can use a different type of basket. You can use a bowl. You can use a container, just anything that will hold objects. I labeled them with B, C, and D. You can do whatever letters that you're working on with your child, whatever letter sound. And so you could do 3 baskets or containers. You could do 1 for every letter of the alphabet, depending on where your child's at and their skill level. Then I went around the house and collected just a bunch of little toys. You could even use objects that aren't toys, just as long as they're small enough to fit in your container and you trust your child with them, they'll work. And so I have these different objects here. And so literally all they do is you put them in a pile, they go through and they say book, book. So it goes in the letter B basket. Or carrot, carrot in the C. Donut, donut. And they go through all of them and they put them in the right basket for the right sound. You could do beginning sound, ending sound. One tip that I would like to say is before you start, I like to go through the whole pile, and because this is an activity, I kind of leave them, my preschooler while I go work with my first grader. And so I want to know that she knows what each object is. And so we go through and be like, okay, what was this? Frog. What's this? A dog. Just making sure they know what each object is so they know what basket to put it in. So easy to put together, and it's a lot of fun. Works on their sorting and their phonics sounds, and my kids seem to really love it. All right, our final activity is spelling beads. So this one is easy to put together too, but I would like to say if you have a little really young preschooler that still likes to put things in their mouth, this one might not be the best option because it does involve beads. But for my just now turned 5-year-old, she really likes working with beads, and so it's great for her. So I just put some CVC words onto the paper. I did laminate it because I needed to punch a hole and put this pipe cleaner through, and I wanted it to be sturdy. And so I just cut down a pipe cleaner, put it through the hole, and that's how I made that part. Then I got these alphabet cube beads. Just any bead that has letters on it will work. You can get them at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, I think maybe even Dollar Tree might have some. And so just grab some beads with letters, and they simply are just going to find the letters for the word. So mop, here's an M, O, and P. And you can have all the beads mixed up, so they have to search for these letters. And so it makes it a little more challenging. They're having to identify the letters that are in the word, learn how to spell it, and then just threading them on is fine motor development. It's really helping to develop those skills. And so why not work on multiple skills with one activity if you can? And so it's just a lot of fun, and it covers a lot of different things, and it's easy to put together too. So I hope you like these activities. If you did, I will leave a link down in the description for any that was inspired by Pinterest. And also, if you liked them, I will leave a video right up here that you can click on where I went over a lot more preschool activities that maybe it'll help give you some ideas that you can use in your homeschool. So feel free to click on that video. I hope you are inspired. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.